Moving on now to the automobile space, a big launch coming in from Maruti Suzuki that a lot of people say will be good not just for the company but for the industry as a whole, because it's likely to spark off a bit of a selling spree. But for Maruti, the bigger worry is, what about production cuts at its Gurgaon plant?
Maruti believes in driving volumes to keep margins going, and after a few months where its sales have slipped, the company is betting on the new aggressively priced A-Star hatchback to revive sales. The car is priced between 3,46,000 and 4,12,000 rupees.
I hope the finance minister is happy with these prices. I think it's a very good price for the kind of product which we are giving. I think we've tried to keep it as low as possible.
But car finance remains a worry, and Maruti is speaking to the banks and NBFCs it has partnerships with to increase lending, which from a loan approval rate of 75 to 80% last year is now down to just 35% according to Maruti. And the bigger worry for Maruti is not really coming from demand slacking off on its new cars like the A-Star or even the Swift and SX4. It's the older cars which have been the cause for slipping sales. And these are made at the older, larger Gurgaon plant. Maruti has realigned production at Gurgaon, which is now down to 2 shifts from a 3-shift cycle. The Manesar plant, though, is running full steam.
At the beginning of the year, everybody in the industry expected a growth of particular percent. That growth has not come. But despite that, we are in a situation where a few of our models are in a huge waiting period, and we are trying to increase production there.
But before the situation runs away from Maruti, it has a few strategies in place to push its once popular Altos and Wagonars. Maruti is trying to increase the share of buyers who don't seek finance. It's doing this by approaching corporates and government institutions which give out cars as perks and have bulk buys. It's also increased its push into rural areas where taking on a loan is perceived socially negative, and has in fact seen rural sales jump by 87% in the April to October period year on year. So it's almost ironic that Maruti is concentrating on a high volumes product with its new launch, the A-Star, but at the same time is trying to figure out a way to keep volumes going on its older cars as well. With Abhishek Gupta, Siddharth Vinayak Patankar, NDTV.